Hi, I'm Denise Burke. This is my third attempt at this video. Of course, none of you know that. I'm a mom of 3. I'm a mental health professional. I've been a therapist for over 20 years. And I was diagnosed with synovial sarcoma in June 2017 and an amputee as of June 2018. I kind of remind everyone of that just in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos. Being a mother of 3, of course, most of the time they're teenagers, so they don't generally come out of the rooms much. But while I was doing this video, it seemed like one or the other was, one was doing laundry, so I really shouldn't be complaining. I was very excited to hear the laundry machine, but she had her headphones on, so she was being super loud, so it was actually pretty funny. Broke the momentum, so this is my third time starting this video. But anybody who's a mom knows that that's the way it goes. Today's video is about, should be about resiliency, shouldn't it? Flexibility. It's actually about love. And maybe it needed to break the ice a little bit because the video is actually a little heavy and it lightened it up. I was with my daughter this weekend, and my daughter loves music. And I told her she should write a song called A Heart Never Heals. And she started writing some lyrics down, and she's 15. And she kind of, the momentum of the song went to her trying to contemplate life without me eventually. And given the fact that I have been a cancer warrior for a little over a year and a half, fighting, I stop and pause because I swore I wouldn't use that word, so I'm trying to think of how to rephrase it. But fighting like a true warrior goddess, the good battle with cancer, but it's less of a battle for me. It's really, my last video, it's really more, I try to relay that I've won, but you still can't help but say the word fight, meaning you're in the fight. I still have cancer, and I'm in a study at UCLA, and so far so good. The study is going well, but I do have cancer throughout my lungs. I have over 50 nodules throughout every part of my lungs. They're small, but they had been growing, and the first scan on the study, they didn't grow, and a few of them looked like some cell death. So we had some hope for the first time since my initial diagnosis, and hallelujah for that. But with being diagnosed with cancer, along with many other, honestly, gifts that I have gotten out of this journey, another one is this realization that we all have an expiration date. And before I was diagnosed with cancer, I didn't think about death very much. I didn't. Life kind of felt endless, and since I've been diagnosed, I just have this amazing gratitude for life. And I was taking risks before, but oh my gosh, it just even propelled me more to be like, well, what am I waiting for? Just take those risks. And yeah, I definitely was reeling, and I had to get over the initial trauma of being diagnosed and the fear, and really do some soul searching and clear things out from the past and get out of the fight or flight mode. And there was so much work I had to do on myself in the process, as well as getting into the fight with cancer until I could finally get to the point that I am now, where I can call myself a cancer warrior, where I don't feel so much. That's why when I even slipped and said fight, I'm like, well, I am fighting cancer, but I'm a cancer warrior, because I don't feel like it's such a fight anymore. I keep feeling like I've won no matter what. But yes, my body is trying to get back in check so it can keep those cells in check. So yeah, I guess, we could say that there's a fight of sorts going on. And feeling like a warrior feels like I'm on the winning side of it no matter what. So given that I've been contemplating that, I do have an expiration date, and we all do, that's kind of a gift, because you start suddenly realize, well, what am I waiting for with almost everything and anything? And then this past week, we lost one of our group members in my cancer support group that I attend locally. And that hit us all really hard. And we all knew she had cancer. I mean, it was a cancer support group. But loss is loss. And when somebody impacts your life profoundly, that loss is profound. And we were devastated. We are devastated. And this past week, we looked over at the place that she would sit in group, and we felt as if she was still there. And she was, in spirit. We felt her. But we missed her. We missed her smile. We missed seeing her in physical form. And we just cried together. It was amazing. And so with that, I've really been thinking about loss, about me eventually leaving this earth, and what it's going to be like for my kids, and how do I try to relate to them and teach them how to process that kind of loss. I'm really close with my kids, and I'm a single parent, and I'm the parent that's there for them. How do you prepare them for that? No matter what age they are when I go, but especially if it happens in the next few years, how do you try to prepare them? So we talked about the heart, and the heart never heals. And she wanted me to write some lyrics down for her, or words to express what that meant so she could understand. And I couldn't think of anything better than a video to just say it. So when we love, and we love with all of our heart, that person becomes a part of us. The memories become a part of us. The energy becomes a part of us. It's like a part of the earth. It's like when if you've ever grown any plants, or built a house on a foundation, like, or planted a tree, like it becomes part of that land, or that structure, that place, and that energy gets connected to it. And so when we love someone, it becomes part of us, like our root structure or our branches. It just becomes a part of who we are. And so how can you ever heal? I mean, when people say a heart heals, I mean, yeah, maybe the pain isn't as profound, but what does healing really mean? I mean, when we lose somebody we love, in whatever way we lose them, again, whether we have a broken heart because there's a breakup, or a loss when that person leaves this earth. I mean, when you've really loved with your heart and soul, they become a part of you, and it takes a while just to even get used to functioning separate from them. I mean, we can be whole without another person, of course. We are whole without another person, but that impact that they had on us and we had on them, it's still there. It's in the air we breathe, and feels kind of part of our DNA and our cell structure. And yes, again, as they always say, time heals all wounds. I think that it just means that the pain lessens, and that we learn to adapt, like I said in the previous video, strong in the broken places. That those broken parts, or those wounded parts, do become healed, but they're a reminder of what we've been through and of the impact we had with a person. How do I even say to my kids that you will go on? Like, they will go on, of course, but they will never forget. I will always be a part of them and connected to them in the air they breathe, and in who they are. And yeah, they'll miss seeing me, and they'll miss being able to hug me and feel me when we'd hug and cuddle and laugh. They'll miss that. But I try to relate to them that I am always with them. I will always be in their heart. I will always be around. It's hard for me to imagine because, of course, I always want to be around, just there for them. But I don't know how long I'll be here. Neither do you. Nobody really does. So I try to leave a legacy and messages for them so that they can remember what I am all about. They know. I don't even need to say all this. They just know. But maybe in the future, when they're having a really tough day, they'll need a reminder of that. Because we miss the people we love. We miss them. We do. When they leave this earth or they leave our lives, we still just kind of want to bask in remembering them because we remember how they impacted our lives, how they helped us grow, how they helped us be the better versions of ourselves. That's what's important about love. It brings out the best in us. That's what love should do. And so just like our group member, who I will never forget, ever, her spirit touched all of us. And I could say that, I knew her in a way, but I wasn't even that close to her. Imagine someone who's really close, like a parent or sibling or best friend. When we lose people we love, I don't want my heart to heal. I want to have them always part of my heart. And just, again, be realistic that sometimes it'll hurt more than other times. And when those memories come flooding in, just bask in them and cry and reminisce and plant a flower or toast them on their birthday because they are never forgotten, ever. And so what I can say to my kids, one day when I'm long gone from this earth, that just laugh out loud in a movie, eat popcorn, and enjoy, because I love movies. Light a candle on my birthday, which happens to be my youngest son's birthday too. So you can say a birthday wish. Just know I'll always be watching you. I will always be there. I'm in the air, in the flowers, and a butterfly. And aren't we all? Because we're part of everything. I do believe in that, and I believe in God, and that we are all here for a reason, and to evolve and to love and to touch each other's lives and to grow. But love, there's nothing like it. And the healthier we become and the more evolved we become and the clearer our love becomes. It's like energy. It becomes clearer the clearer we are. It's just so amazing. It really is. It's just the highest source of energy. And I love my kids so much. And for the people that you love and the people you've lost, don't ever feel bad if you feel like, wow, how come I haven't healed yet? It's really about living your life, living in honor of them, never forgetting them. But I don't think anybody that has moved on from this earth would want any of us to not move forward. And I can say, honestly, I want my children to move forward. I want them to lead productive lives and to fall in love, and if they want to have kids and travel and do all the things that they'd like to do, and take those risks and make those mistakes and learn from them and keep going. I do not want them to stop living because they lost me. And I think that goes for anybody who's left this earth. I'm sure that really an evolved soul would not want those they left behind to be stuck and to be stuck in mourning them their whole lives. That does nobody justice and does not honor the loss of that loved one. But honoring your emotions and honoring them does mean processing it and allowing yourself to feel it and allowing yourself to cry. Sometimes if it means to scream. Like I said, we just all cried this past week. And I'll keep crying if I need to, whenever I need to, over someone that I've lost. Love affects me profoundly. Loss affects me profoundly. But I process it. And when it comes up again, I process it again. There's no expiration on processing emotion. There's no expiration on processing loss. And so back to the song title, A Heart Never Heals. A heart doesn't heal. It remembers. It always remembers, and it always loves. Healing is like a wound. It implies like it gets sewn up and then it closes up. And no, that's a broken heart that never heals. There's a difference. So a heart can go on. A heart can continue loving. A heart can in fact open up and love more people. And the more that you love and the more that you share, and the more you process, the more love you have to give, actually. And it's endless. It's infinite. That's what's so amazing about love. So I don't want my heart to heal because I have so much love I want to give and spread. And it will live on in my children. It will. So thank you for tuning in today to A Heart Never Heals. It just keeps loving. Thank you for watching.